He gets the carry. There he goes. Good, solid pickup arm that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to the ground. On his feet at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it deep. Complete to the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And the Panthers look to keep this drive humming. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Defense going to jam these receivers right up. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense, ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the back. Lost a throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on second down. Hauls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out to the back. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Got a little space. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Gets it past the marker. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Whew, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes the easy one to the back. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 5 over Western Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
Down the seam on the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Auburn lines up quickly.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Off the play fake. Working that left side now. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Handoff to the single back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Fires on the move. And this is going to be incomplete. Third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on fourth down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. I guess they believe the entire field is four-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the run, fires downfield. Got it on the outside, it's Smith. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. So here comes the Auburn offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking for a big play. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Turning it on! Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have you push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by that offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Might be changing the route. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. Calls his own number. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Into the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. He gets one to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Stay aggressive. Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
It's complete! Touchdown, Auburn! They move on top here in the fourth.
And just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 37 over Air Force. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Past the first down marker and still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. And he gets the fumble back, but that clock is still an enemy.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Buying some time. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to run for it. Powers through the defender. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And even though he gets tackled down in bounds with no timeouts, I think you have time here to clock it quickly and then get your field goal unit out there.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just